This is the problem with sales. Most people are focused on making the sale, not on...
They're focused on talking,
Right.
talking and telling. And most sales training is teaching you a script. What would you say is another one that you need to have in order to be successful in sales?
I mean, look, authenticity, we said, that's like the biggest one, I think. Just being confident in who you are.
Yeah.
Listen, I think you have, and this is something Steve talks about too, and I 100% agree with this. I think you have to have a natural curiosity for other people.
I love it. It goes right to the top of the list. I am genuinely curious.
I actually
I want to
give
know.
a shit. Like, talk to, like, listen, again, like.
Well, I listen. Like, I want to learn from what you say.
You listen, right? Like, and that listening stems from that curiosity in wanting to actually hear somebody's story, which I don't know. I'm not going to say that I know whether or not you're born with that skill or not, but I can tell you from dealing with a lot of salespeople, it is one of the hardest traits to cultivate. So much so that the new class that's going on our platform is the art of the virtual coffee. Because I want to be able to teach people how to listen. I want to give them the framework and the system to be able to actually be curious.
But I think, again, I'm just naturally curious. Right?
I was naturally curious. Like, I just said the only way I'm going to learn is if I listen. I'm going to pick up something from you that I can turn around and use somewhere else, or just, wow, cool.
Yeah.
Neat.
Well, so for me, it's wow, cool, neat. Like, look,
wow, cool, neat.
I know that we're all going to die.
Yeah.
I know it. And
how do you know that?
William Saroyan, a great playwright, said on his deathbed, is one of my favorite quotes. He said, "I always knew everyone had to die, but I thought for sure in my case an exception would be made." Right? But
which is why you're a great salesperson.
Which is why I'm a great salesperson. No. But listen, because I know I'm going to die, like, the whole thing is just a game. Like, we're all here just trying to get through it. I literally like hearing what other people are going through, what gets other people off, whatever it is. I'm just a curious dude.
Yeah.
And I think you're just born with that.
So you got two. You got genuine and
authenticity and curiosity.
It's a few, 2 or 3.
However many you think. Those are two really, really wonderful traits that if they don't come natural to you and you're in sales, you could work to try to develop them.
What most people are focused on, this is the problem with sales. Most people are focused on making the sale, not on...
They're focused on talking and telling. And most sales training is teaching you a script, is teaching you...
What do I say? How do I get to the close?
I hate more than
it's the worst thing ever.
There's nothing more... It's so funny. Listen, I hate role-playing too. I hate role-playing, but there's one particular salesperson in our organization that I role-play with, and the whole reason why I role-play with her is I just want her to be her.
Right.
Forget about anything else.
Yep.
Right? I ask you how you're doing and you had a shitty night. Please tell me you had a shitty night. Don't say, "Oh, I'm great, everything's fine." No. You had a shitty night. The truth. Sure. It humanizes you.
So those are the two. You going to go with any more?
I mean, look, the third one that you're not born with that I think is obviously important, and this is where you guys really come in, is like discipline.
Yeah.
Right? Like building a process.
And discipline is a skill.
And discipline. Like
those are discipline born with or learned?
Learned. 1,000%.
Totally learned.
There are some people that I think they're just born mentally tough and they can dig through it. There are other people that are born lazy, like myself, and I had to like put processes in place to make sure that I stay on track.
That's fair.
So what was said before in some way was this likability thing.
Yeah.
You have to work at being likable. Well, I think.
Do you?
If you listen to science and any behavioral study that's been done, what makes you likable is your ability to listen.
Yeah.
So like the reason you guys have been likable your entire careers is because you're actually curious and spend the time listening. You might not actually give a shit. You might not actually like that person, but you're willing to listen.
Our first call.
We're not likable by everyone. 70% of the people.
Right?
Our first call was like, I'm looking in the mirror going, okay, where's this
You are
gonna
a
go?
very attractive
But so
man,
we
my
talked
friend.
about this, right? Because we deal with a lot of different salespeople, and sometimes you run into the person that has been very successful in their career by just hammering the numbers, right? They're not actually likable.
I agree
They're
with
willing
that.
to
Yeah.
grind out the numbers to find the deals.
Yes.
And it is a hard way to live. They would even tell you that at the end of their career.
Yes.
Then you have the other kind of salespeople that have like this innate ability to connect and like really great at starting a relationship and then have no idea how to convert that relationship into business. And my dad called them maitre d's, right? Like they warm welcome you and then let you right into the restaurant, but then have no idea what to do after that.
Yeah.
We've come to a place where, and shout out to Manish Harpara, who Manish is a good friend of mine, fellow entrepreneur. We actually came up with this term at a lunch. In order to be great in sales, you need to be a likable expert.
I think it's a great point. I think it's a great point.
Because likable is not enough.
Correct. If you
Not
were
to be too
only
well in
likable,
business.
right?
And
Not to do deals.
But can I tell you something about being an expert too?
Yeah.
You actually have to believe that what you have helps people.
Mhm.
Like, I know in my core, I'm shocked if people don't choose to work with us.
Correct.
I think we do.
Why wouldn't they? Right?
Why? I think we do it better than everybody else, right? Like, I know that we can help people. So if you don't believe in what you're selling, it's a big problem. So you have to be likable. You have to be an expert, but then you actually have to believe what you have is valuable.
Or have a product or service that actually does that. And I think a lot of people get into a situation where they have no control over that.
Yeah.
You know, so you at the top, and this is where leadership is so important, you are providing something that is better and different, and that arms people with stuff to go out there to just have conversations. You don't have to sell it. You have to find the people who understand the value.